Alright guys, quick tutorial on how to get this mod done. As you can see, it's the Performer Premium. It's not the one with the propane starter. Got the spider grill attached underneath, hanging there. And this consists of just a couple drawer slides. We'll slide the table out. And got the spider grill attachment here. Pellets in the bucket. The only other modification that you have to make is to modify or add a slot for the fire pot in the smoker, because the slots on this guy don't line up because of the way it needs to bolt into the frame here. So I'm going to take this apart and then I'll show you where those modifications are, and we're back. Okay, the grates are out. The dripper tray is also out on the table. Slide that back in real quick. And as you can see down here, what I had to do was add a slot to allow the fire pot to come through in the correct position. I wanted the attachment to be square with the rest of the rig here. So I just took a Dremel, cut 2 lines here, and then kind of measured out beforehand where I wanted the slot to be, lined it up to the center of the grill, and kind of just drew a line from slot to slot using this guy as the guide, and swept that line across. And I made a couple more marks to figure out where the fire pot slot needed to be. Then I took just a Dremel cut tool, cut 2 slots here, and these guys happen to be almost exactly 1/2 inch wide. So you take one of the 1/2 inch grinders from the Dremel and then just cut or grind this little oval shape, top and bottom. You see, it can make a little bit of a mess down there, but it's not too bad. And then I put up a little bit of aluminum tape here to block this slot, because any ashes that might fall in would go into a cavity that's in the smoker. So I blocked that off with some aluminum tape on both sides. As you can see, the sweeper still works. So if you want to use this as a charcoal grill still, you can. Just sweep your ashes down out there. Still got to figure out how to collect those ashes, but I might modify the bucket that came with it still. And then everything goes together the same way that this thing was originally designed to. So the drip tray goes in, the dripper bucket still goes through one of those slots where the beer can hangs, and everything kind of works the way it was intended, other than the fact that you got to put another slot in there. So all in all, this sliding mechanism was done with 2 parts, the 18-inch Lowe's drawer slides. And all I had to do was use the existing bolt locations. I opened up a couple bolts locations to fit the 440 screws, added 4 more bolts to mount the table to the slides, and that's it. So really all you have to buy is 2 18-inch slides, 4 bolts with a nice little captive cap nut here to make it look pretty, and that is it. So it was literally only 4 hours of work and a little bit of forethought to figure all this out. I think one of my friends told me that I should put the PID controller for the spider grill attachment out here, so I might look into that and unbolt that and do some wiring and bring that over here one day, but that's for another time. Alright guys, there's a quick tutorial, and I'll put this back together, and that'll be that. And making a good pulled pork for the weekend.